We are not ageist here at Fox 24 News Now, and we believe age is nothing but a number. But our next guest just became the oldest person to make it to the Grammys. On this week's Spotlight Music Series, we'd like to welcome Ms. Robbie Montgomery, singer, songwriter, and St. Louis restaurateur. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm excited about doing this.
So before we continue, and I need to check my sources on this, you are not as old as my notes say that you are. Please share with everyone how old you are.
I'm 81.
Impossible, Miss Robbie, impossible.
Yes. Look, I'm so glad to be 81. I just can't contain myself. 81 is a good number.
You are simply gorgeous, and it's amazing. You are in the restaurant industry, but you are also a musician, a singer, and here you are on this next adventure, going to the Grammys in 2022. How did this all come about?
Well, you know what? I was thinking, I keep trying to reinvent myself. I was a singer for over 50 years. I've kind of sang with everybody, and I'm like, well, I've been to the Grammys background and everybody. It would be wonderful if I could go for my own song.
That's
and
wonderful.
That's what I set out to do. We had played around. I had the TV show Welcome to Sweetie Pies, and on the TV show, one of my storylines was going back into my music. And then I'm like, well, why won't I do it? And so I just set out to do it. Yeah.
And Sweetie Pies is the name of your restaurant, and they made a show out of this, and it aired on OWN. So, I mean, you are out there making things happen, but you're saying that this is not your first rodeo going to the Grammys? You've actually been there before as a backup singer for others?
As a backup singer, yes.
For who?
But never featured artists. And when I was with the Ikettes, we had several hits, but never made it. We were the most promising female group. We were all those things to watch upcoming groups.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, well, why don't I just set out to go to the Grammys for myself at this age? And I thought it would be great. I mean, that shows you that you're never too old. I got my TV show in my 70s. And so I just decided to let people know that you can do what you want to do. Now, if I make it to the Grammys, that's even greater.
Most
but
definitely.
That's my goal, to go to the Grammys, the oldest person to get a Grammy.
Well, how about you will get there, but you're going to be taking one home with you?
That's even better.
Right?
That's what I like. Yes, yes.
And tell everybody what your genre of music is.
I'm an R&B singer, some pop, but mostly R&B. I started out with Ike and Tina Turner as an Ikette. I'm one of the original Ikettes. And so I sang with her for about 8 to 10 years or something like that. After I left, I still continued to put the background on, and we remained friends. We were like sisters. So I went my way, she went her way, and now I'm coming back around. It's like a full circle. I'm going back to my singing and enjoying every bit of it.
Tina Turner must be very proud of you.
She is, and I'm proud of her also.
That's marvelous. That's marvelous. Now tell us about your restaurant. How did you get into the restaurant business after performing and singing and doing all of that for so many years?
Well, you know, I had developed a health problem, and I either had to quit singing or go into, I had a sort of like my lung kept collapsing.
Oh, no.
During those days I had sarcoidosis. And so I either had to have it fixed or stop singing, and I decided that I would stop singing and go into the restaurant business. Didn't know what I was doing, but still reinventing myself.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't make a lot of money as a singer. I can't retire, so I got to keep doing something. And I'm on the road back in the 60s, everything was segregated. So basically, my mom, I'm the oldest of 9. My mom was an excellent cook.
Wow. And
And I also went to culinary school. And so all these things, when it was time to put them in place, I'm like, well, if I can't sing anymore, everybody likes my cooking, so I'm going to go into that. And that's how I ended up in the restaurant business.
So you're still doing that to this day? Do you still have your restaurant?
Still doing that to this day, cooking, getting up every day, going down there, ordering the supplies, training the chefs how to prepare my food, because my food is my mom's recipes.
Wow.
And it takes a special touch. And I'm making sure that they have it. I got a cookbook out, So I'm just doing whatever comes natural. I mean, when it presents itself, I jump on the bandwagon.
That's fantastic. And so,
Yeah.
Ain't My Stuff Good Enough, going back to the music, you did come out with
Yes.
a video, and we're going to air that coming up after the break. What was, real quick, the inspiration behind this song?
Well, my girlfriend wrote that song like 40 years ago. And back in the 60s, they banned it. And we put it out one time, and they banned it because it was a dirty song. Now it's not dirty enough.
I know.
So,
Times
I guess
have changed.
Yes, I could dirty it up a little bit more. But I always believed in that song. And I said, if I get the opportunity, we played around with it a couple of times on the show. Welcome to Sweetie Pies, just open the door to me going back into my music.
Okay.
And then I decided, why don't I put in the time and finish it?
Yes.
Finish the song and put it out, because I thought it was a great song.
That's
it
wonderful.
doesn't mean anything nasty like they think it
Sure.
implies. I mean, it could be your chicken, your friendship, your anything. Ain't my stuff good enough? Stuff can stand for a lot of things.
It certainly can. So everybody can relate to it in one way or another.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
wonderful. Well, we're going to hear this song coming up after the break. I want to thank you so much, Ms. Robbie, for joining us. Congratulations again. We're going to be watching.
Thank you. See you at the Grammys.
See you at the Grammys. We're back
All right.
in 2 minutes.